Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to another Looney Tunes World of Mayhem video. In this video, this is going to be the first video of a series of Let's Talk videos, and these videos are just going to be about what are some of the hottest topics in the games that I have on the channel. So it could be Looney Tunes, it could be Marvel Strike Force, it could be anything. This first one, however, is going to be on Looney Tunes because this newest update that just recently came out has caused a bit of a stir, and I want to talk about it a little bit. But also, at the end of the video, I also have some new tunes that I want to discuss. Just got some information from Scopely on two new tunes that are coming, and I want to share that with you as well. So first, before we dive into all this, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. All right, all you Looney Tunes World of Mayhem players out there, let's talk. All right, so this latest update that we had caused quite a stir, upset quite a few people because there was a lot of change that happened in this. And you know what, I kind of wish that with something like that impacted the community as much as it did, that maybe we had a little bit of notice ahead of time so that we can provide some preliminary feedback. But then again, things like this, when you're tweaking how many materials you need to tune up a tune to specific levels and stuff, obviously there's stuff that goes into testing that. But once you go from a testing environment to a live environment, things can change drastically, and then that's when the feedback really starts to come. And a few things with this latest update that really caused an uproar, I'm going to say, is the amount of materials that increased, specifically fine boosters, for tuning up your tunes, especially once you get your tunes up into those higher tune-up levels. In my opinion, and feel free to comment in the comment section below because I definitely want to hear from everybody out there as well. I have gone through Reddit and I have gone through Discord, so I have a good idea of how the community feels. The vocal community, I will say, because there is a lot of players that don't jump on Discord and don't jump on Reddit. But with this specifically here, I think this probably hurt the newer players more than anybody else. Those of us who have been playing since launch and even since beta, I think, have probably accumulated so many materials. They were just sitting there. So I think that was the original intent behind this update, was to start using some of that stuff. And I think it probably went a little excessive. So I think newer players probably got hurt the most. I do know, though, that even some global players had quite a bit of concern about this as well. So the fine boosters were a huge thing. Taking away the 12-hour crates, that was huge as well. That actually hurt. I think that hurt me because you guys know the biggest challenge I have with this game when it comes to game modes and such is crate sitting. I have a really hard time with that because I'll get my crates and then I just forget about them because the day's busy. I'm doing my day job or I'm doing whatever, and I got family stuff and kids stuff and I got all sorts of stuff going on, right? However, it did make it damn near impossible for me to do anything, and it is nice to see with this update, we'll talk about it here in a second, that we're going to get those 12-hour crates back because that helps a lot. So that was a big concern as well. There was just a lot. So overall, and I've been asked a number of times how I felt about that update. I think there was some good and some bad with that update. I think I do like the idea of the regional crates. However, the rewards in there, that was another concern. The rewards in there just wasn't worth my time, really, unfortunately. And to go ahead and get those crates and sit on those crates and spend the amount of time, it really actually, by taking the 12-hour crates and stuff, it really forced you to put more time into the game. And I liked how much time I put into the game previously, and I didn't have to be there. I want to be in this game because I want to be there, not because I have to be there. With what we're going to go over now, I think it's nice to see. Anyway, so I do like the thought of those regional crates so I can just go for the material specifically that I want rather than it being strictly left up to RNG. I think that was a really good thing. I just want more rewards, more loot coming out of those boxes. So yeah, there's some good and some bad with that. There was some disappointing things with the increase in the materials and stuff like that as well. So there's my thoughts on it. So let's go over this really quick because I think that they probably... well, not probably. I think they came out with this really quickly, actually. So if we go through these notes right here, if you want to see everything that was done in the previous update, you can click on this link right here. But they've been monitoring the state of the economy, which is good. They've been looking at data because behind the scenes, they can pull a whole bunch of reports and data and stuff like that on how things are going in the game, what the community is doing and everything, right? Plus all the feedback that was given. And I do have to take a moment here and just say, I'm one of those kind of people who love feedback. I love getting the feedback because it allows me to know what I need to do to improve in a specific area. But please, if you're going to give feedback, please be respectful about it. These people who are putting everything into this game, whose livelihood is this game, they're not out there to screw everybody, right? They're trying to continually improve the game, and not everything is going to be 100% accepted by everybody else. If you have feedback, please just be respectful about it. You can still put in the sense of frustration and stuff in that feedback, absolutely. But personal attacks and stuff like that, let's just leave that. Let's leave that off because, again, real people. All right, so let's get back into this. All right, so listening to the community, appreciate all the feedback. Thank you for being vocal and letting us know what you like and more importantly, what you don't like, which is good. Feedback's good. Feedback is both sides, right? Give all the positives, but give some constructive stuff as well. So find booster tweaks. So they are reducing the number of find booster archetypes right here. So, and it gives us kind of what they're doing. So level 20, they're leaving it the same, but they are showing the decrease amounts right there from level 22 all the way up to level 30. That is nice to see that is coming down. Now something to call out here because I have seen some specific questions about this. Players that have used find archetype boosters since the latest update will be compensated. So don't worry about holding off on tuning up your tunes and stuff until the update hits. Just go ahead, do what you need to do, play the game the way that you want to play it, boost and tune up who you want to tune up, and then there will be compensation for that. So I wouldn't worry so much about that. 12-hour crates are back. That is a good thing, right? Like I was talking about earlier. It'll help me this much because, again, that's the bane of my existence in this game. But here we go. So increased timers for gold and regional crates here. That's what this is all about. So that is what this is all about. So you can see the different tiers and the different timers. So that was nice as well. Rewards are being increased, but also just a heads up, just kind of as a balancing thing, right? The gem speed up costs are going to increase accordingly because you know the gem cost is based on how much time is left on that crate in order for you to open that crate early. Since we have the 12-hour crates, you're going to see a little bit more of that gem cost. So primary goal here is to relieve some frustration around defending crates. We want to reduce crate stress because that's huge for me, crate stress, and give more opportunities to revenge back. So you can read that right there. And then there's just some other change and fixes. So this was nice. There are some nice updates on this. This is supposed to hit, I think, next week, right? Just around the corner. I think I saw something, yeah, right here, be applying early next week. So I'm thinking probably Monday, Tuesday, we should probably see this update. So I think it's good that they're listening to the community. That's one thing that this company has been good about, is listening to the community. It does take some time to make some changes to the game, so please be patient with that as well. Give your feedback. Just don't expect an immediate fix. And they've got a ton of stuff to do and work on this game, so I'm sure that they have a list of priorities as far as what they're going to work on next, even with bugs and things that happen with updates and stuff like that. So it's nice to see a quick turnaround on this. So I'd be very interested to hear from you what your thoughts are on this update that's coming up next week. And definitely leave them in the comment section below. All right, now, with that aside, we are going to go ahead and take a look at two characters that are going to be coming to the game fairly soon. I can't give a date because I don't know, but fairly soon. So let's go ahead and take a look at them right now. First is Contender Sylvester. So I do not have gameplay footage of this, but I have some pictures that I'll show you, and I do have these readouts here. So we'll go through this for both of the new tunes. And as you can tell, there is a boxing theme here. So rarity. So we got a rare defender. The other one is an epic defender. They're both town region, and they're both in the police station, which I thought was weird that they would be in a police station, but you know. Right. So Contender Sylvester here has rivalry skill with Hippity Hopper and rivalry skill with prize fighter Daffy. That's the other Toon. Here are the max abilities, the max stats actually right there. So Design story here, if prize fighter Daffy's belt is to mean anything, he needs a challenger. And if that challenger is to survive the crit heavy onslaught of Daffy teams, because they are pretty solid teams, all Daffys are pretty damn solid. All right, he's going to need some serious sustain. Contender Sylvester comes out strong, and if you back him up with more defense up, stays that way until the ref lifts his arm. So what do we have for a kit here? So again, these are all max levels. So Wild Swing is his basic. Deal 100% damage to target enemy. Gosh, stop that. Deal 100% damage to target enemy, gaining 3 attack up. Okay, Southpaw Slammer is a special. Deal 140% damage to target enemy with 10% lifesteal for each defense up on this Toon. That is very nice. That is very, very nice. Next, Big Entrance. Passive. When battle begins, gain taunt for 2 turns and 12 defense up. So there you go. So you put him with Foghorn, you got 13 defense up right when you go into the game. This Toon loses 3 of those defense up at the end of each of his turns. So that is actually kind of cool. So obviously a defense up team is going to be really good for this guy to sustain those defense up, to keep those life steals up. So that's a very interesting mechanic as well. Whenever this Toon takes damage, heal for 25% heal power. That's interesting. Heal for 25% heal power. Not sure exactly what that means, but I guess we'll find out. And then another one. This Toon has 35% more defense. So there you go. That is Contender Sylvester. Let's see what this prize fighter Daffy is all about. So he is the epic Toon. Again, town and police station. Friendship skills and rivalry skills, both with athlete Toons. There's his max stats. So Daffy Duck himself is one of the only Toons in the World of Mayhem with a character-based build around Hook. But the All Daffy Dream Team has never had a tank. Enter prize fighter. There we go. Makes sense, right? Now, with Featherweight. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak this morning, people. Whose passives keep him taunting and healing while his actions commit to what Daffys love to do, which is dealing damage. All right, so let's take a look at his kit here. Oh my gosh, tongue-tied. I should have done some exercises or something before the video. Jab, deal 100% damage to target enemy, gaining 2 defense up for the rest of battle. Nice. Square up, grant 3 attack up and 3 defense up to your team, and critical chance up to all Daffy teammates. Dukes up. So I wonder if that might be a good combination to have a team with 2 tanks, with this one and with Contender. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Something to play around with. Because typically you don't run into a 2-tank scenario. Well, in the arena and stuff, I see more 2-tank scenarios than I typically do. But there you go. That's a good 2-tank scenario, I think. All right, Dukes up. Unless this Toon is incapacitated, whenever an enemy gains taunt, gain taunt and 3 counter chance up for 2 turns plus 50% turn meter. Very nice. Down for the count. Deal 140% damage to target enemies, stunning them. And then whenever this Toon uses taunt, it heals 25% health. So there we go. That is Prize Fighter Daffy. I really wish I had some gameplay to show you. Unfortunately, again, I don't. So I'm really interested to see what these abilities look like, or what the animations look like, and see about getting these characters into a game. I don't know anything about an event for these characters as well. So I guess we'll all find out together. All right, so there you go, everybody. That's what I had for you today. Just a quick video to go over my thoughts on the most recent update and my thoughts on the new update coming up next week, and to show you a couple new Toons. Definitely let me know your thoughts on all of it. What do you think of the updates? What do you think of the new Toons? All right, and as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.